Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for your 2 p.m. news and weather update. I'm Bailey Bockover, joined by
Dustin Staples.
Wonderful. And Dustin, how's the weather shaping up out there for us this evening?
It's gorgeous. Stepped out there not long ago. It feels nice out there.
It really
A little
does.
breeze, but hey, let's not complain about it.
We're not complaining. We're not complaining. Well, let's take a look at our top headline for right now. The elections board chair has resigned after an arrest for spiking grandkids' ice cream. James Yoakley, the chair of Surrey County Board of Elections, was charged Tuesday by Wilmington police with 2 counts of felony contaminating food or drink with a controlled substance, child abuse, and possession of Schedule 1 narcotics. Police say the man flagged them down at a Sheetz gas station, telling the officers that his granddaughters had found 2 pills in their ice cream that they purchased at a Dairy Queen. Officers say they found video footage that showed Yoakley putting the 2 pills into the children's ice cream. Police say the grandchildren did not eat any of the pills. Auditor Dave Bullock, who appointed Yoakley this summer, called for his resignation this morning, while the State Board of Elections scheduled an emergency meeting this afternoon. Yoakley's resignation has sparked the State Board to since cancel any of its meetings for today. And a bridge connecting Nash and Halifax counties is going to be replaced with a new span. The NCDOT has announced the bridge connecting Nash and Halifax over Fishing Creek will be replaced with a modern span. The updated bridge will be at its same location, which is northwest of Red Oak, but it will take about 2 years to complete. The DOT says a temporary bridge will be installed during the construction. The project was contracted to ST Wooten for $4.2 million and will begin later in the fall. And some exciting news for football fans. Tonight's game can be streamed on Fubo, ESPN. You can listen to it on the radio on Sirius XM 85 and Sirius XM 371. The ACC network will also be broadcasting the game nationally. Starts at 7 p.m. at the Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh. So for those of you heading out to watch ECU versus NC State tonight, it's looking like you're going to have some nice weather if it's following the pattern that we're seeing here in Eastern North Carolina. It
is. There's no rain, nothing like that. We thought we have a little rain, but looks like that is becoming very limited to zero now this afternoon. So looking pretty good. There's Raleigh there on the radar back up towards 40 and 95. So obviously, please be careful trying to get out there those directions. Obviously, travel is exciting now because it's Labor Day weekend coming into play. So some good news with that. Trying to make some travel plans right there as well. But other than that, though, most of us are fairly quiet. Thankfully, we are not seeing any major issues when it comes to the weather with the rain or nothing like that. The rain shower south of Memphis there it looks like we're having a radar outage right now, so it's raining there. The radar is just having a hard time depicting it this afternoon. Temperatures though upper 70s, low 80s here all around Eastern Carolina, seeing some pretty quiet weather, tranquil conditions, or to say the least. If you do have plans for the rest of the afternoon, good to go. If you're going to Raleigh, if you're staying here, whatever you're doing, you should have no problem. So whatever. Back towards the Neuse River there, pretty quiet conditions with some clouds trying to pop out with the sunshine in between. Even facing the PGV airport camera here in Pitt County, looking pretty nice all around. Of course, a plethora of cameras there for your convenience. All right, let's give you a quick update. Goodbye to Fernan, and we're not tracking that system anymore. It's fade apart this afternoon, and as expected, it was forecasted to fall apart as a remnant low, and now it's no longer being tracked by the National Hurricane Center. Gabrielle, Humberto, Emilda, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, Olga, Pablo, Rebecca, Sebastian, Tanya, and Van and Wendy are the remaining names. We have to went through the first 6 names, so we'll see how far we can get with that. That's the only area watching right now. Is a 20% chance of this developing here over the course of the coming days right off the Cape Verde Islands. So just again, something to keep in mind as if you are out and about trying to keep track of the tropics. So right now it does not pose a threat to Eastern Carolina. As we go out for the rest of the Eastern Carolina inland forecast, we do see a mix of clouds and sunshine. Low 80s all around the board, feeling very nice out there. That breeze is very calm and comfortable. More clouds along our coastline. Most likely you're not going to be seeing any rain, maybe a stray sprinkle or light shower, but that's really going to be about it there for the rest of tonight. Going into the night hours, again, clouds will hold tough. 264 southbound and east to Highway 70. There in Highway 17, picking up those cloud cover. That is no rain expected tonight. Again, maybe a stray sprinkle along the Crystal Coast. That's going to be about it for the most part for starting things off on Friday morning. Looking pretty nice. Quiet skies. Weather's going to cooperate for any football happening tomorrow evening. Again, another week of that as well. So seeing some pretty good conditions all around Eastern Carolina as kickoff for high school footballs on their way tomorrow night with that. that too. And if you're making some plans to be outside here over the next little bit with the wind, don't worry about the wind. That's not going to be an issue either. All right, again, rip currents continue to be low here across all of our area beaches. By the way, this is the first time since August 13th we have had low rip current risk. So well over about 2.5 weeks, we have had a complete stretch of low rip currents all around the east. So something nice to say, finally. Coastal 5-day forecast, again, mid-80s for the weekend, watching for a few showers there. Other than that, Labor Day is looking pretty nice and quiet. For the most part, again, maybe a stray shower or storm possible tomorrow, Saturday, and then again, pretty quiet in between until we get to next week. We'll see a few pop and go isolated showers here or there. But other than that, though, we are staying low humidity as we go towards the night hours.
Yeah, it's looking nice. Thank you, Dustin. Well, thank you all for joining us for your 2 p.m. news and weather update. You can join Dustin and I back on ENC at 3 for more. For now, we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe.